Well, hello. So this is a little impromptu video I decided to do. Um, I don't know, basically I was just working and decided, I was kind of bored with what I was doing and I was like, what the hell, I'm just going to make a video and why not? So here I am. Just figured I'd mess around, jam around, maybe play a song, whatever comes to mind. I have no agenda, no plan, no nothing. Just a heads up. Mr. Matthew, how you doing, my man? Also, if you guys happen to have questions, want to know anything, you have questions about my guitars, my playing style, my technique, how I learn, how I approach any aspect of what I do, I'm definitely open for whatever. You guys want to get me to get into some songwriting, I also had that idea of if you guys want to actually see the songwriting process in action, so to speak. I'm doing great, Rebecca. How are you? I appreciate you asking. But, anyway. So like I said, that's about as much of an agenda as I have. So hey, what's your pleasure? What do you want to know? What do you want to see? I am at your disposal, you might say. That's okay, wife life. I don't take it personally. This is so last minute and not planned, and I'm sure this could very easily be in the middle of everyone's workday for all I know, so it's cool. But I appreciate you coming and saying hi. You want to see me come back in about 2.5 hours? I might be able to do that. I don't know. We'll see. The kid's home from school at that point, so it kind of just depends on what's going on, Oh, just a reminder, by the way, and I'll put the link in here newly. As you guys know, I'm doing my my hashtag FIIF thing. It's kind of become Fridays have kind of become fuck it, it's Fridays. Anyway, I do have an official merch line for that, and if you guys are into it, so I'm going to post the link here. We got t-shirts, tank tops, v-necks, hoodies, we even have a freaking coffee mug, go figure. So definitely trying to make that into a thing, and if nothing else, definitely please use the hashtag FIIF, hashtag. I would love to make that into a thing. And if my computer will ever cooperate, I will get that link for you. There it is, there it is. Alright. So there is your official FIIF merch link. Check that out. How long did it take me to play guitar? Oh, cool, and you sell the shirts. As far as how long it took me to play guitar, well, I guess it's easier to just give you the whole timeline of how I started, because technically, I started playing fairly quick, but I wouldn't have called myself good for the first probably, well, I still wouldn't call myself that good, but to the point where I figured I could play live, that was probably at least a good 10 plus years in, but basically the way I started was, as a kid, my dad had this old beat-up acoustic guitar that I used to beat on when I was a kid. Just a little kid. I don't know what the hell this thing does, right? And then years went by and it was just kind of around. And then one day my aunt was playing guitar, like folk guitar for her church, and somehow the subject of me playing, came up, and um, I happened to still have my dad's old guitar around. Somehow I ended up with it, and so we took it to this little shop in a place called Riverside, which is a part of the west side of Buffalo, New York, basically. And we got it fixed up, got some new strings put on it, and then she just started teaching me the music she was playing at her church, which it's funny because at the time I thought it was kind of lame. I was listening to like Metallica and Guns N' Roses and that kind of stuff, right? But I really look back and I appreciate what she did because number one, a lot of that music is really just based on the blues, which is a great place to start with your playing. And then don't forget the thumbs up, y'all. Yes, please. Wife Life, thank you for the reminder. Please, everyone, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, and feel free to also share the the feed. Definitely want to get people out there as much as possible checking it out. But anyway, back to the music. Yeah, so I just started learning the church music. And it's funny because to this day, there's actually one song I'll never forget. It's called Just a Closer Walk with Thee, which if you ever saw the movie White Men Can't Jump, in the beginning of that movie, I believe it is, there's that group of 3 black dudes on the beach, the older guys that are like singing a cappella, and that's the song they're singing. It's like, I think it starts on a G. I can't remember. I feel like it's in G. It's in G. Maybe it's in C. Just a closer walk with thee. Something like that. But anyway, it's a great blues tune. It's actually, the chord progression is a lot of fun. Aw. Yay, Wife Life, you know that one. Anyway, that was one of the first ones I ever learned, and even at the time I was learning it before I appreciated it. That was one that always stuck out to me, and then, but all the music was like that, folky, bluesy stuff. Really, whether it's your thing or not, just cool training ground to just get your fingers used to playing some chords and doing some changes and things, and it was great. Now, I was a little shit, so I never practiced. So at that point, I didn't get very far with it. I got to the point where I could play some of the more basic chords. Some of the chords were still tricky. When I studied with her from when I was age 11 up until I was age, 12 or 13. It was like a year or two. Every Friday at Aunt Dorothy's house. And then I kind of got off it and was into school and other stuff. And then, I got into middle school and I started picking it up again around like 7th, 8th grade. A lot of the guys I was hanging out with were musicians. And so, I wanted to get back into it. And then high school was where I really started to take off. So fast forward to like when I was, 16 years old. And it was the beginning of my, almost halfway through my junior year. And I had been playing football for the 2 years prior. I decided that wasn't my thing. And I never lost sight of playing guitar, so I went back to it. And then I got into the jazz band in school, and that was kind of where I just started to take off and become performance worthy, I guess. That was also where I really got into improvisation. And then the rest is history, as they say. So there you go. I hope. So my runway was from age 11 to age 16, so actually it was about 5 years. But I've seen people pick up guitar and within a year or two, they're like shredding it. It's just a matter of how much time you dedicate to it. I was a slow burner. Had I, known then what I know now, I would have gotten at it a lot faster, a lot harder, a lot faster, and just gotten better at it faster. But, whatever, life goes how it goes, and eventually I got to where I got, so I guess in the end it's all good, Yeah, so let's see here. What should I do? What should I play? I guess what I could do here, I guess I can let you guys into my songwriting process a little bit. I am constantly writing down ideas and notes and things like that now. Unfortunately, I'm using my phone as my video camera, and a lot of my ideas of music are in my phone because that's where I tend to record them. But what I can do is I do have a bunch of lyrics just kind of chilling on my Google Drive account, and we can just take a look there and see what's hanging out. And then, you know, sometimes, I think I said this in one of the other videos, but, you know, sometimes I'll have lyrics and I'll just put music to them and the music just kind of rolls in. Sometimes it's, you know, music comes first and then the lyrics happen. Sometimes it all kind of comes at once. It really is, for me, more fundamentally just being open to receiving inspiration from somewhere. Oh, hey, babe. So, yeah, just being open to the inspiration and being able to receive that inspiration from, you know, from wherever it may come from. Let's see here. Oh, and by the way, I put this in the notes, and, you know, if this is your thing, cool. If it's not, that's cool too. But I did actually create a tip button, so if you like any of what you hear, you know, feel free to drop a tip. If you don't, that's also fine. But I'm just throwing that out there so you know it's around. It's, you know, I am definitely always trying to make my art more of an income so I can stop doing other things and just do art full time. That's my thing, you know. Let's see here. And my lyrics. And I just, you know, I just keep a Google Drive account with all of my lyrics and stuff in it, and that's kind of how I tend to store all that stuff. It's just the easiest thing. Google Drive is your friend, by the way. It's really easy to use. It's pretty much like a Microsoft suite online. Highly recommended if you guys aren't Google Drive users. So awesome for organizing, you know, your entire life, pretty much. Let's see here. See if there's one of these that just sparks to me. Let's go here. And I'm just kind of scrolling through names and I'm just seeing what grabs my attention. It's also possible and nothing will grab my attention, in which case I may just start doing something from scratch. Maybe I play around and I hear it, you know, I just play a riff that I like and then I'll just build off of that. In fact, I'm kind of feeling that more. So I'm a Google Driver. Hell yeah, you are. So actually what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of play around on the guitar a bit. If you guys hear something you like, let me know. And if I hear something I like, you know, I'll let you know that, hey, this kind of sounds cool, and I'll just start building, and I guess I'm kind of giving you guys a little inside look on my songwriting process here. So here we go. And I think, just because I like mixing it up, this is my G7 Performance capo, and I think I'm going to use that just to spice it up a little bit. Yeah, like that. By the way, if anyone has any lyrical ideas, I kind of like the idea of making this an interactive thing, and this is a bit of a pilot testing out thing for me too. I've talked a couple times about doing some songwriting live on here, so this is totally a tried out thing for me. This may be the greatest idea on the planet, and maybe the crappiest idea on the planet, so I am definitely open to your suggestions, ideas. If you hear, like I said, something I play that you really dig, shout it out, let me know, hey, that thing you did, whenever, right? If you have lyrical ideas, you can also throw those out. And, you know, if I end up recording and using some of this stuff, you know, certainly I have no problem with crediting you for the songwriting that we do together online here. So I'm definitely all about credit where credit is due. Anyway, so here we go. I'm just going to start playing around. Here we go. See, already I like where that's going. So, the other thing that is your friend is your notebook for writing down chords and lyrics and other things. I'm an old-fashioned, low-tech kind of guy when it comes to that stuff, so. New song, today's date, 24th. let's see, it's an E suspended 4, I believe, to an E minor. Oh, this is with the capo on the 4th frets. Alright, so let's see here. Let's see where this is going to go. This is going in a very interesting way that I would not have anticipated. I'm writing those chords down, writing them down. Now the beauty of doing it this way too is I have a video that I can refer back to. So I can not only hear what I did, I can see what I did. That comes in very handy. So, hey, there's Judy, hashtag FIIF. You got your shirt yet? It's cool. Hey, Judy, it's cool. I was just asking, baby. It's all good. Okay, cool. So I think I have verse material and I have chorus material here. So for a verse I got so that's what we got happening. And then maybe a little pre-chorus action here. You're right, it's not Friday yet, Judy. You're off the hook. Here. So there we go. That's what we got so far. and that's coming together pretty quick. I don't know. And literally, honestly, this is probably how at least half my songs are written. Is I'll literally just be kind of, I like to play a little bit every day, even if I don't necessarily have an agenda, just to keep myself sharp, And something like that'll just pop out, and the next thing you know, I'm pulling the phone out to record it. So good. So now, either lyrics or bridge. I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether to start thinking with lyrics. Anyone has any lyrics ideas or any title ideas for this song? Throw it out there. I'm definitely open to your suggestions. Ooh, that's pretty. Maybe even a lead riff I could come up with here. Let's see. Let's see here. Johnnie's melody. Well, that is definitely an idea. See, I'm just playing around with a little bit of a lead guitar riff. So I got just for example, for my verse, right? I got. So behind that, I'm kind of thinking. Let's see here. Or. There we go. I'm kind of digging that. All right. Let's see here. Let's see if any lyrical content is coming to me yet here. Anyone have any subject matter they think this should be about? Even if it's not lyrical content, what's the song making you think of? Is this giving you kind of a whimsical vibe? Are you getting sad? Are you getting happy? What's this doing for you? Rainy day here. Uh-oh, rainy day in Western New York. So let's see here. I could write it. I could see this being about a rainy-ish kind of a vibe too. Let's see if there's something to that. watching on my computer, that's actually my wife's Business of Art channel that I have playing behind me. Yeah. And then on this computer, yeah, this is where my comments are. Alright. Let's see, the other thing I can do here is if I have lyrics that are already written, then this is the other thing, is I'll write a riff and then I'll find that I actually have lyrics that work well with it. So let's see here. What have I got? What have I got that I'm not too embarrassed to show you guys? Let's see. Let's see what this one is. You know, and half the time I can't remember what the heck each of these titles are, so